Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to Apocalypse Movies. This is another one of our trailer reactions, and we're talking about arguably the most anticipated trailer of this year. I guess for me at least, the Captain America Civil War trailer number 2. I'm your host, Jacob Bartley, and I'm joined again with Jake Berlin and Gio Ramos. What's going on, guys?
Not just you, dude. Come on. You know how exciting it is.
I know. I'm just saying, I can't speak for other people. I'm speaking for myself. What's going on, Gio?
Before we get started, does anybody want to get out?
No, I think I'll stay right here because I am pretty excited to talk about this trailer. For those of you who don't know, this new trailer for Captain America Civil War has dropped. They're calling it trailer number 2, and we have a bunch of new stuff, but most importantly, we get the reveal of a character that we have not seen yet, who is Spider-Man.
I know. Go ahead.
It's not like it's a spoiler. They're putting it in the headlines on movie sites. We get to see Spider-Man.
Like
but before we get to all of that, let's just talk about the trailer overall. Did we like it? Did we not like it? What did we like? What didn't we like? Some crazy moments in the trailer, and then how our anticipation for Civil War has maybe changed, stayed the same or not. So I actually want to start with Jake Berlin. Cap is your favorite character in any comic book history, superhero. So how did you like this trailer?
Civil War is also my favorite storyline of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know how excited I am for this movie, and this trailer kind of brought all that together. And I'll say I like this trailer more than that full-length Star Wars trailer. The one we got back in, what was it, like November or something like that?
Yeah.
The
last Star Wars
trailer.
trailer.
This is my favorite trailer of the last long time.
Wow.
Like, I can watch this thing on repeat. There's so many things going on, but they do it so well, and the emotions that are involved, and I think I watched it 3 or 4 times in a row. And like I had told you, Jacob, and Gio doesn't know this, but when I first watched it, as soon as the logo popped up, I played it back, and so I didn't see Spider-Man the first time I watched it. So when I watched it a second time, it made it that much better for me. And it's kind of a weird way to watch it, but I didn't realize it at first. But the trailer got that much better the second time around, and it's the movie we all wanted, and it looks like they're doing it right. And the Russo brothers are so good with this property, and I love the very beginning too. It brings New York and Washington D.C. and Sokovia together and all that kind of stuff, and it's just. Yeah, there's so little words to describe this trailer because it's so amazing.
All right, Gio, just overall impressions. Did you like the trailer?
Yes, I love the trailer. And you guys know that I've been worried a little bit about the level of stakes and the scale of Civil War, this adaptation. But after seeing this trailer, like the worries are gone. Like I believe
that's good to hear.
I believe in the conflict between Tony and Cap. Like they're like throwing so many hits at each other and whatnot, and like seeing the conflict with several team members. Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow character. It's just the stakes are there. I love the tone, and great trailer.
Yeah, I have to agree. I absolutely love this trailer. And putting aside what happens at the end of the trailer for a minute, just the trailer on its own, it's so emotion driven. I love, one of my favorite moments in the trailer is when they show the New York, the Washington D.C., then they show Sokovia, and they go on Scarlet Witch's face, and she looks away, and we all know, because spoilers, her brother dies in Age of Ultron during that whole thing. And I love when Cap says, he said, all right, that's enough, because he's looking out for her. He cares about her. He knows that's rough for her to watch. And that just goes to show, as a movie, they're treating these characters with respect and their human side, and also Cap's leadership, that he's like, hey, you're hurting one of my team members right now. Like, that's enough. So that was one of my favorite moments in the whole entire trailer. And, the emotional thread goes throughout the whole thing. We see the Tony. I don't think War Machine is going to die, personally. Because if he is, then wow. That's like the biggest spoiler they could ever give away. We saw it in the first trailer, too, him open up the mask. But I think they're messing with us. I think someone else is going to die. And they're just feeding us this They're tricking us, is what I think. But I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is dead either, because that would give Tony so much motivation and drive him so much. But overall, I just love the emotion from this trailer. That's what I took from it. But great action scenes. Black Panther looks freaking amazing when he's chasing Winter Soldier on that motorcycle and slashes the tire, and it just looks so great. And of course, freaking Spider-Man. So for me, Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character, my favorite superhero. He always has been ever since I was a little kid. You know, I used to watch the cartoons, and for him to be in this MCU is a complete dream come true for me. I don't know what else in movies would make me more happier than seeing him interact with Iron Man, with Captain America, and it be the Iron Man and Captain America that I've come to know over the past decade. So just overall, amazing trailer. I don't even think I have any flaws, honestly, but let me ask you guys, is there anything that, start with you, Jake, is there anything that you didn't like about the trailer?
Not a single thing.
Yeah,
from beginning to end, it was flawless. I mean, and people are gonna nitpick and say this and this and this, but from the trailer standpoint, it's absolutely flawless. Everything. I mean, even the reveal of Spider-Man. Like, I know a lot of people don't want to see him until the movie comes out, and they question revealing him and does it take over the movie too much and whatnot. But even the reveal of him was flawlessly done. I mean, it was done in the slightest way possible. One line, a quick shot of him, and people are not complaining about it. Like, oh, why are they showing him, blah, blah, blah. And nobody's complaining about it.
Yeah, I'm surprised because we heard for the longest time that we're going to get Spider-Man like his street gear, like, in a hood with some goggles and a hoodie on. But no, we get his full suit. I do think we're still going to see him in the hoodie in the beginning of the movie.
Too. Yeah.
And then Tony Stark makes this suit for him, and then by the end of the movie, he's wearing this suit. Maybe, most likely less than 20 minutes of screen time, for sure. Gio, was there anything that you didn't like about the trailer?
For me, it kind of made me feel a little like one-sided, like in this trailer, I really hate Cap.
Really?
I don't know why.
Wow.
I think it's more because of Bucky. Like, like seeing him shoot War Machine down.
Well, we don't even know if that's
like
they might just be
that's
editing
not
the
Bucky.
trailer.
That
But
is
it
no
looks
if
like
is,
it looks like Bucky. See,
but they do that in trailers all the time.
so this
But no, you're
trailer is
right.
making it seem like and I don't know. It's just,
But I
it
think
looks a little more one-sided. Like,
I think
That's
what
weird
they're.
because it actually made me side with Cap even more.
it's
this
an
trailer.
effective trailer.
That's
see?
crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to make people hate Cap right now.
It made me
I think
side
that-
with his side even more.
Well, I'm the same way. But I get Gio's perspective because right now he kind of is on the villain side because Tony is fighting with the government.
Well,
and
I can
like
see that.
so he's more of the rebellious side, him and his team, and I totally get where Gio's coming from, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Marvel's trying to do because they're trying to split the sides. They want people to be conflicted going into the theater because it makes it that much better of an experience.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people are going to be rooting for Cap because it's his movie. He's very likable. So maybe that's a smart move on them to maybe make people.
They're going to
'cause
question their thoughts.
There's very little reason to not like Steve Rogers, Captain America. So if they can find a way to have some people against him, you kind of have to do that.
Well, because if you think about it in real life, what happened if this happened in real life? And say, like myself, I'm a huge Captain America fan, but what if he's going against our government and our nation? I would question
and the way the media portrays.
I would
it,
question
too,
my
yeah.
viewpoint on things, and I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
So for me, I honestly, and trust me, I'm not afraid to say that I don't like something. I don't find anything wrong with this trailer, honestly. And at first, when I first saw Spider-Man, I was just so shocked. But then, I pause it and I look at the outfit. I love it. It looked because, it's very bright and colorful, but you kind of want to differentiate from the other Spider-Man movies. The suit looks very different to me than the other Spider-Man movies. And for me, I think they had to show Spider-Man in this trailer. I understand people's point saying that it was too big of a reveal, but those are the people that are in the film circle and follow movie news all the time, like us. But there's people, like my mom does not know Spider-Man's going to be in this movie. So this trailer is going to be playing, in IMAX at the movie theaters. So casual movie fans have to know that Spider-Man's in this film, and that is why Marvel and Disney had to put him in this trailer, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. There's a difference between a movie making money and a movie maximizing its revenue. And that's what they wanted to do with Civil War, you know, like, okay, let's make sure everybody goes and see this movie. So we're gonna throw in Spider-Man. I don't care if you wanted to wait until you're in the theater, because when you see Spider-Man, that just builds the anticipation. All of a sudden, you're not just talking about the same Marvel characters you've seen in the previous 2 or 3 films. You're now throwing in a new element, and not just any element. A Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any bigger outside of the MCU as far as properties that Marvel doesn't own than Spider-Man.
Of course. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's just go on to another segment that we call the WTF moment. This is just any crazy moment that stood out to you. Could be a positive, could be a negative. Let's go to you, Jake. What is your WTF moment for this trailer?
Well, I mean, I think we're all going to choose the final moment of the trailer,
Yeah.
just because we were expecting to see something from it at some point, but we weren't expecting to see him in this trailer, I guess. So that's the major one. There are a few more, I wouldn't really call it a WTF moment, but one of the best moments I got in the very first chills while watching the trailer, Ant-Man on Hawkeye's arrow.
Oh, man, I almost forgot about
Like,
that.
I watched it for the first time, and as soon as that scene happened, I got chills because I've been waiting to see it happen.
Well, we knew it was coming, but
Exactly, but to see it happen like that, it looked and to have him shoot up on Iron Man, he's going
Through
to be
his
on
fingers,
Iron Man.
yeah.
And I think those two are going to have a really cool relationship in the movie.
I think so,
Ant-Man
too.
and Hawkeye. So that was definitely one. I think it's a beautifully done scene, and it's kind of horrifying to watch. But Scarlet Witch terrifying Vision,
Yeah.
kind of tearing him apart in a way.
Yeah.
That scene was really well done. Obviously, the Cap and Iron Man stuff, Black Panther stuff was phenomenal. There's all kinds of WTF moments throughout the trailer, to be honest.
Yeah. Gio, did you have one crazy moment that stood out to you?
Well, if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with when Captain America says, this doesn't have to end in a fight. And then Tony just looks at him all beaten up and then closes him and then backhands
Yeah,
Cap.
that was
and then
pretty
he
rough.
flies. Yeah. And then there's a moment where God,
Bucky?
No, Black Widow. God, I want to say Scarlett Johansson all the time, but where she's talking to Tony, and then she looks at Tony and she's like, I'm not the one who needs to watch, their back or something.
That's kind
have
of a
theory about
WTF
that.
moment
I
for
have
me
theory about
because
that.
we've all just assumed that she's on Iron Man's side. They've been that's the way they've been showing us in the trailers and everything. But he says they're gonna be coming for you, and she says I'm not the one who has to watch my back. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I did
you
not
got it.
expect
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
For me, I mean, obviously it's probably the Spider-Man thing, and not just because it's Spider-Man. It's because I was expecting to see just maybe Tom Holland or like Iron Man saying Peter and him turning around and seeing his face. Or I was expecting to see it in like the street outfit, like the hoodie with the goggles. But we got the full-fledged Spider-Man outfit. Like, to me, I wish we did actual trailer video reactions because
We'll get there eventually.
I literally jumped up off of my bed and was going, what the F? And I swear to you guys, I'm not even exaggerating. I started to tear up. I really did. And then I started it again right away, and I watched it like 3 times, and I could not stop my excitement. It's insane. So yeah, for me, that has to be my WTF moment. I'm sure it's everybody's WTF moment, but I had to go ahead and choose that. So, all right, I just want to ask you guys, has this trailer changed your anticipation for the movie, Gio?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, I don't even know what's coming out this month. Like, I'm so excited,
Yeah.
Like,
So
way
is
more
it
than-
officially in your most anticipated top 10 this year?
Well, I think he already moved it in there.
If
but-
I had to redo it today, absolutely it would be in my
Top 5?
10. Yes.
Now, I know you're excited for this, Jake.
It's
Your favorite
only-
character,
it's
your
built-
favorite
it's
storyline.
built
Did this increase your excitement?
I've been over the moon excited for this movie from the very beginning, for multiple reasons why, but it only enhances it after watching this trailer. I knew this trailer was gonna be like unbelievably good, but it blew my expectations out of the water.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's my favorite trailer of the last like so many years. May 6th cannot come soon enough. I already bought our tickets. I'm so damn excited.
Hell yeah. So obviously for me, it definitely raised my anticipation. I believe the way I had it when we did our most anticipated movies, I think I had Civil War at number 3. And look, I'm so excited to see Batman v Superman. I probably would still have it at number one just because we haven't seen those two characters in a movie together. But you could say the same thing. We haven't seen Spider-Man with them. But man, I'm definitely looking forward to Civil War more than Rogue One now. And before I had Rogue One at number 2, so there's no question. And I probably have Batman v Superman and Civil War tied now. Even just taking Spider-Man out of the equation, this is an amazing trailer. They hit on every level, and then just throwing Spider-Man in at the end was great. I don't know why people can compare it to Doomsday. That's totally irrelevant. Doomsday doesn't change anything. Like, putting Doomsday in the trailer doesn't make general audiences go, oh my God, Doomsday. They don't even know who Doomsday is. They had to do this to let general audience members know Spider-Man's in the movie. So, yes, I definitely am more looking forward to this.
Well, and it's crazy. Like we talk about it all the time, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going on for 8 years now, and to think about the beginning of the trailer touches on where this timeline of movies have gone. It's all come to a head within this movie, and to think about that we're still caring about the superhero dynamic between all these characters 8 years later, and to think that this could possibly be the best out of all of them 8 years down the road, like what, 13, 14 films? Mm-hmm. That's
insane.
Unbelievable. Like, that's such a testament to what Marvel is doing, what the actors and actresses are doing, the directors, the producers, everybody. It's crazy thinking about when you think about all, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this trailer a lot more over the next coming days. We even have movie news tomorrow still, so maybe we can touch up on it a little bit more there, think about it for a day, let it process. But that's going to do it for our Captain America Civil War trailer number 2 reaction. I want to thank Jake Berlin for joining me today. Where can they find you online, man?
Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake, our Facebook page at Apocalypse Movies, and just hit that like button, man.
And Gio Ramos, where can they find you online?
Twitter at GeoRamos24 and ApocalypseMovies.com every day.
And you can find me, Jacob Bartley, on Twitter at @JacobBartley_, and on this Apocalypse Movies YouTube channel. Please hit that like button. Please share. Please subscribe. We really appreciate it. And until next time, have a great day.